Hello and welcome to Teamsports. Thanks for racing with us today. We know you can't wait to get out on track, but before you do, we need your full attention as we show you how to get the most out of your experience on and off the track. It's important for you to know that while we do have some incredible safety procedures in place to keep you safe during your race with us, motorsport can be dangerous and you're taking part at your own risk. Our crew will help keep you safe while you're out on track, so please respect them and listen to any instructions that you're given. They're very friendly and knowledgeable, so don't hold back if you wish to ask them any questions regarding your experience before you head out on track. You can finish racing at any time if you wish, just make your way back to the pit lane at the next opportunity and one of the crew will be there to help. Please continue to follow the track lights until you have safely left the circuit and do not stop to get out on track at any time unless told to do so by a member of the crew. As we're sure you'll understand, we cannot allow you into a car if you are under the influence of alcohol or any drugs, including any prescribed medications that may impair your ability to drive. Unfortunately, we also cannot allow you to race if you are pregnant or have any medical condition that could affect your ability to take part. This includes any heart and breathing problems that you may have. If you are unsure whether you should be racing or have had any medical condition in the past, please speak to your Teamsport host before you head out on track. One more thing, if you're chewing gum, please dispose of this now using one of the bins provided.
Now that you have your race suits on, please make sure that any scarves or loose clothing are removed and any hoods are tucked beneath your race suit. The front of your race suit must also be secured and fastened properly so it doesn't become undone. If you've got long hair, you must tie it into a low ponytail and ensure it is tucked securely inside your race suit. If you have your hair in a bun, you must undo it and retie it into a low ponytail, ensuring it is securely tucked inside your race suit and kept that way once you have your helmet on.
When you get trackside, make sure your helmet is tight and feels secure. If you wear glasses, take them off before you try to put on your helmet. Once your helmet is on and comfortable, you can then put your glasses back on again. The crew will help you fasten your helmet properly and check you're comfortable before you jump into your cart. You'll need to keep your visor slightly open whilst racing. This will reduce the chance of it steaming up, but please don't open it all the way up. There should just be a small amount of open space. It's important to wear gloves when racing, so please make sure that you put these on before you get into your cart. Check your footwear too. We cannot let you race if you're wearing anything with a high heel or open toe. If you wish to use your own action cam, make sure it's fitted securely to a helmet-mounted fixture. If you'd like to hire a head cam for your session, just ask your host at the end of this briefing.
Now for the exciting bit, the kart. This one is similar to the one you'll be driving today. They can reach speeds up to 40 miles per hour, and trust me, that feels pretty quick when you're sitting so low to the ground. Your kart is wider at the back than it is at the front, so keep that in mind when overtaking or coming into the pit lanes, and allow for the full width of the kart when you're racing. The karts are operated by just two pedals. The brake pedal is on your left, and the accelerator is on your right. To get into your kart, step in carefully, putting one foot on the seat, followed by the other. Lower yourself down using the back of the seat and put your left foot on the brake as you lower yourself down. Remember to keep that right foot off the accelerator and avoid using the steering wheel to assist you getting in and out of your kart. Once you're in, keep your left foot on the brake and your right foot off the accelerator and wait for the track marshal to tell you what to do next.
When you are seated correctly, you should feel comfortable and your knees should be slightly bent so that you can fully press your pedals once you're out on track. If you're not, please let the track marshal know and our crew will adjust your seat and pedal position for you before you start. We want you to enjoy your time with us today and have a thrilling experience out on track. Therefore, it's important that you respect our marshals and obey any instructions they give to you while you are racing or trackside. They are there to help you get the most out of your track time, ensuring you can have fun whilst remaining safe at all times. Before you head out on track, the marshal will ask each of you in turn to demonstrate that you can stop the kart safely by asking you to slowly drive forward and come to a complete stop when requested. You can do this by firmly pressing the brake whilst releasing your foot off the accelerator. Please do not press both pedals at the same time.
As you exit the pit lane, make sure you drive at a slow walking pace, look in the direction of the oncoming traffic, and pull out when it's safe to do so. Once everyone's been released from the pit lane out onto the track, be prepared for a lights test where everyone's understanding of track lights will be tested. When you approach a corner, try to brake earlier rather than later, and try to avoid braking and turning at the same time, as that will cause you to spin out. Your Teamsport host will explain how to nail those corners a little later. If you're racing at a track with ramps, you'll want to approach these at full speed to ensure you make it to the top. If the track is in yellow light conditions, increase your speed as you approach the ramp and slow down to a walking pace again when you get to the top. If the track goes to red light conditions as you're approaching a ramp, you are allowed to continue driving at full speed to get to the top of the ramp. Then once you're at the top, you must stop and wait until the light conditions change again. So what do the flags and lights mean? Let's find out.
When you see a flashing red light or flag, this means you need to stop quickly and safely. Try to avoid slamming on those brakes. Just lift your foot off the accelerator and gently press the brake and come to a controlled stop, keeping the right foot off the accelerator. When you see a flashing yellow or amber light, you need to slow down to a walking pace with no overtaking. This is what walking pace looks like. The solid green light is everyone's favourite. This means you're clear to race again at full speed.
Now we've got just a few more things you need to know, and then we'll head out on track. Like every racetrack in the world, our track also has some rules we all need to keep in mind.
The track is one way only. The marshal will show you exactly what direction you need to go when you leave the pit lane. You must stay in your cart at all times. Please don't attempt to get out at any point.
Making contact with or bumping into the safety barriers or another cart is not permitted. If this happens, you'll be shown a black flag, which means you need to make your way back to the pit lane, where a marshal will assist you further. By returning back to the pit lane, the marshal can check that there is nothing wrong with your cart and that it's safe for you to continue.
If there is nothing wrong with your cart, then the marshal will give you some tips on how to avoid making contact and explain how to control the cart effectively. Please remember that the black flag and the marshals are here for your safety, so please respect them both at all times. It's important to make it clear that anyone who is suspected to be purposely disobeying the track rules or compromising the safety of the track and others may result in a blank flag and lead to your disqualification. In the event of this, you'll be required to return to the pit safely and you may no longer be able to continue your racing with us.
When you make a pit stop for any reason, you must slow down to a walking pace and then raise your hand prior to entering the pit lane, so other drivers know that you're slowing down and preparing to leave the circuit. If you experience any problems on the track or get stuck, simply raise your hand to let the marshal know that you require assistance.
When your session is over and coming to an end, you'll see the marshals waving the checkered flag. This will sometimes be accompanied with yellow flashing lights. So remember, you'll need to slow down to a walking pace and then come into the pit lane on this lap. Once you come to a stop in the pit lane, please remain seated and wait until the marshal tells you to get out of your cart.
And please always treat our crew with respect. They're here to give you the best experience possible and will be happy to help with any questions you might have.
We've also got loads of awesome things you can take advantage of, such as money off your next visit with our Race Again vouchers, or you could become part of our epic karting community when you join our annual Grid membership to gain access to exclusive discounts and member-only race nights.
That's it from us. Are you ready to race? It's about to get awesome.
Your race experience is about to begin. Please stay seated while your host takes any questions and explains what happens next. Enjoy your race.